hosted by the infamous and dangerous and much lied about Eric A. Cinotti. This is where public corruption, abuse of power, a waste and misabuse of public dollars, and ultimately using your personal position for gaining power influence over others is met with extreme hostility. Otherwise, everyone else is welcome. Welcome to the Hostile Zone.
Welcome to the Hostile Zone. Yes, you're here another day. The Hostile Zone. You're with Eric Andrew Cinotti. Eric A. Cinotti. Who?
Eric Cinotti.
That's right. True Cinotti, baby. You're on 99.9 on your FM dial, KKTC, an Angel Fire Network. True Country.
True America.
True Cinotti, baby. True Cinotti. How are you, Miss Bianca Sea?
I am doing fabulous.
As
So
always,
good to be
I'm
here.
accompanied by Bianca Sea, like the ocean. Miss Bianca and her is that do it?
Bianca Sea, that's me.
And her lovely vocals. We got some emails from your vocals. So,
Oh, did you?
yes, they're quite
Thank you, guys.
impressive.
That's great.
We have, thank God, we missed them. We have R-Dub. How are you?
What's going on, everybody?
You've been very much missed. So we're looking forward to our staff meeting later on.
Yes.
And where's Dick Man?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, buddy, when are we gonna? I know that you had a family issue. When are you gonna be back around for us?
It's tough to say, but I'm hoping within the next couple days because things are getting better.
You know what? It's family. You just ask us if you need something. You're here on the show. That's all that matters. I'm just asking out of concern.
Well, I truly appreciate it.
Well, we try to keep it like a family here. So shout out to Jersey Thumbs. He's been working real hard, actually. How's it been going with you and him, R-Dub?
Things have been a lot better.
Yeah, good. Yeah, he actually, him and I had a drink the other night, and he actually likes you. That's why he does that to you, just so you know.
Oh, really?
You guys had a drink without me? The heck?
Yeah, well, you were busy editing in Charlotte.
Fair enough.
So I actually addressed. He picks on you, and he said he actually likes you a lot and sees tremendous potential in you, and that him and I think alike. So he said to me that he said I made a good choice with you, and when I'm not around, he's enforcing what I would do to keep you in line.
Well, I will be sure to give him another hug from hearing that.
There you go. And I'm happy to announce that all your union stuff, when I see you later for the meeting, we'll do paperwork, and that'll be it.
Awesome.
You'll have all your finalized union stuff. Union cards probably come in. One of them, they'll probably email you same day. Your medical insurance and everything kicks in day one, brother.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, Miss Bianca, how is that? So you were explaining to me, you do this chakra sleep thing?
I do.
Explain to the people what that is.
Well, I like to, whenever I'm stressed out.
What is a chakra? Help us with that.
Chakra is like the 7 symbols of your body.
Is it kind of like the third eye concept?
Yes, but like
Okay.
the top is the crown, the second is the third eye, and so. It's like the chakras of the rainbow of the colors,
Right.
and each one has a meaning of what is equal to a balance.
Gotcha.
So
I got to tell you,
each one
R-Dub,
has
she
a
did
symbol of
she
everything.
did force me into taking home and listening to some music at night. I got to be honest, it was quite good. I slept really, really well very quickly.
yeah, it's kind of on YouTube. There's like a lot of sleep methods of calming music and stuff. So
Right.
like I've been like so into
And it's the
chakras.
megahertz, because like R-Dub, I don't know.
Yeah,
The
435.
435, 432.
It really works.
You know me, I'm like a Mr. Academic, right, R-Dub? So I'm always reading or whatever.
That is correct.
we have signals of music and rhythm that we don't hear, or we do, but we don't really cognitively grasp it. Word of the day. So it actually rhythmically readjusts your system, and it's 435 megahertz. If you remind me later, I'll show you the app on the phone. There's songs you can play from your phone, and you put it on my app, and when I play it, you don't hear it.
Okay, cool.
Actually, but I've actually put it on a child, and they can hear it.
Yeah. But it's amazing when you put it on, like less than 5 minutes.
You're out,
You're
dude.
knocked out.
Yeah, you're gonna love this because especially how hard you work, you are gonna be blown away with these. They're not stupid videos. They're very, very organized. There's even a warning in the beginning not to drive.
Yeah, it says not to drive while you're listening to this.
I mean, I am
like,
out, R-Dub. I am out like a light within minutes.
And for you, it's kind of hard.
I don't. I don't sleep. Yeah.
It's amazing. So,
and I do my work at night. It was very hard, but I didn't do it last night. I didn't do any work that I wanted to do. I stayed up late, but I'm always working. That's why I like these staff meetings because we really have to delegate.
Yeah.
I really need you to push the intern.
Well, there's
everybody, folks
ones.
out there, R-Dub is looking for interns for the show. It includes marketing, public relations, production, script writing, investigative journalism, interviewing. What other stuff, R-Dub?
I mean, shoot, we're looking for everything. I mean, at this point, we're looking for people because, like, as we talked about in our meeting, that I'm gonna start having my own like journal production, and
you're
I'm
gonna have your own news story on a daily basis. Congratulations.
Well, I truly appreciate all the work that you've been putting in, and I'm hoping
we
that
appreciate you even more. We appreciate you more than you know. More than you know.
And we appreciate the audience as well.
Yep, we do.
Without you guys, we wouldn't.
But let him tell his story because he needs to get interns. Go on, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. So going off of what I was saying before is that me with having this whole news story, I'm going to need people who are, skilled in writing and have a true passion for everything that they actually write and things that they stand for. And that's somebody that I'm looking to have on my team to help me with.
And, just so you know, because I'm your boss, your team are going to get college credits, and we're going to offer cash incentives and other things. I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to give you the incentives and you divvy them out.
Well, I love that. And I hope
it's not free labor. They're going to get something.
Well, and like I said, I appreciate that, and everything that, anybody who has that they would consider beneficial to what we have to offer, then I am more than willing to take an interview and listen to what they have to say, and we can always work something out.
Yeah, I'm going to be reaching out to some of the universities today that have journalism programs, etc., and pay attention to that your production number to 609 because I'm going to be giving that out.
Yep, no worries. I will take any call that comes in.
I'm going to start on that today.
Perfect.
Because like when we have our meeting later, I want to help you do your first news story.
Awesome. And I also wanted to point in before when we were talking about the videos or the music that you guys were listening to on the megahertz, if there's anybody out there who knows about the Spooky 2 and the EE systems, my grandfather.
What is that? Tell me that again. What is it?
It's like an EE system. I'm not 100% sure. You guys saw all the screens when I gave you the tour of my house in the one room.
Right. Yeah. What is that? Spell that. Maybe we can get a sponsorship or get one of those. What is it?
I will talk to my grandfather and I will figure out exactly what it is for you guys.
Explain to our viewers what it is, because I was a little skeptical, but now I'm a believer.
Yes. So E&E system, I'm not 100% sure, exactly what it is, but
I think it's
everything.
similar to what we're doing now with the
Yeah.
4 megahertz. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Except
And
yours
so,
is far stronger. Yours is a lot stronger.
absolutely. And so,
Yeah.
for the listeners out there, everything in the world has its own frequency, and
Right.
the
I
E&E
love this kid. He's so
system,
smart.
Yeah.
the E&E system and the Spooky 2, they both give off frequencies of which, the body can use to heal itself.
And they're separate frequencies, so one ear gets one, the other one gets the other. That's the science behind it, just so you know. They get
Exactly.
separate frequencies that are vibrating, and it kind of makes the body try to organize that frequency.
Yes, absolutely. And so my grandparents, they now have about 12 systems that give off each their own different frequencies, to where in their room it allows for, because like everything in the world has its own frequencies. You have telephone poles that give off a frequency, your cell phone gives off a frequency.
Mhm.
And
These
it's
are
just,
things I worry about too, R-Dub, not to cut you off. But what are the health effects that we may face for all these frequencies in the air in the future?
well, the like cell phones in itself just gives off like different radiations.
I mean, you're
And
sticking it to your head, you know what I mean?
exactly.
And
And
a Bluetooth stuffed in your ear.
yes, absolutely. And there's a lot of things out in this world to where they can cause different health problems, including like cancer, like brain and mental health, and just like different like physical problems. And
Right.
that can all, that's all a struggle. And with the amount of frequencies, with all of this different technology advances in the world that we have nowadays, it kind of blocks the way that the body is made to heal. And the frequencies that the systems that my grandparents have, it it makes like almost like a neutral or a positive way for the body to heal. It's just a
Do you
room.
sleep in there? Is
Yeah.
it like a bed or a couch?
So in the room that my grandparents have right now, they have they have a bed, and they also have like reclining chairs. And me personally, I have like a messed up back, and it makes it very hard for me to sleep. But whenever I go
I
in that
told you, I
room,
know somebody that can adjust that for you.
well, then I'm hoping to get in touch with that someday.
Yeah, I'm
But
down, and he's pretty good too, right? Right, she knows.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
even
I'm due for one
even
too.
the other doctor was like, "Yeah, go with him instead."
Yeah, I'm due for one too, because like, it's all
well,
stress
then
and
get me in
everything.
touch, because if he is really that good,
5 o'clock. He'll be available at 5 o'clock when I see you.
well, like I was saying, if it actually works out for me in the long run, then
Oh,
I
it's
will
going to
be,
work out because failure's not an option in my book.
for as long as I've known you, I can attest to that and say that that is truly that is true.
You could kick me in the narcs. I'm going to get back up, and I'm still going to be good at what I do. And I'm still going to protect and take care of the people that are loyal to me. It's just the way it is.
Well, I love the way that you put that, and I'm hoping that once I visit this guy, that maybe we can even talk about a sponsorship.
I love the way you
Hey,
think.
I like that.
And actually, I wanted to tell you something else. Think
I
of some-
wanted to
what?
say
Yeah,
something too
say.
about the subject with the chakras.
Feel free. You're
and
on the
all.
show.
I
Jump
know,
in. You know.
with the chakras and all. Like each day, I play a different video
I tried the one other
for
video.
each
It didn't
chakras.
work for me. As
Well,
much.
it depends because you got to know what
I was reading
the
yeah.
topic of what you're imbalanced.
You know what
of.
I really wanted? Help RW and Neris, and
Mhm.
I wanted one where I can have like an out of body experience and like go places.
That you have to be in a deep trance.
I time
sleep.
travel in my sleep, like legitimate.
I know.
You know, like.
But also too, like with the chakras and all, like it each one represents a different type. So like if, for an instance, if you were I believe if you were like stressed or depression or something, I think that would be the purple, like, no, it's the blue, and it's called the third eye.
The third eye, right.
But that would help you like boost your something about it. It makes you just like let it go.
Right.
And then it just changes you. But right now, like each day I do it differently. So like today,
I mean,
I had
it
the
cleared
red
my
one
mind,
on.
that's for sure. I mean,
I had the red color on today, and it's called the root chakra.
I don't know. I got a Rolex on
You know what I
today.
mean? No, but it's cool. Like it
Yeah.
has the symbolization of the name of the root chakra, and it's supposed to symbolize of being grounded.
Speaking of that, Ardub, when we go up north, I think there might be a Rolex in your future.
Well, I would sure hope so, because you know me and I love my watches.
Well, Santa brought a few more things for you, but I was thinking a Rolex might be the way to go. And that other thing for your finger, I need you to come with me to make sure it works.
Mm.
Absolutely. But I would like to go back to what I was talking about with the E&E system
go.
and my grandparents. So their room provides that neutral kind of energy to where the body is really allowed to heal itself. So, and my grandparents are actually offering this room for people, you know, to come and sleep in or to sit in for their bodies to be able
I'm
to
waiting
heal
for
itself.
my invite. I need my invite.
Oh, you will definitely be getting an invite, don't you worry. But for all of our listeners out there, my grandparents are planning on opening up that room within the next month or so.
You know, I can help you with that. Can I say something?
Absolutely.
I can help you with that. I know what you're doing, and it's not a fly-by-night thing, folks. This is extremely legitimate stuff. It's high-end, expensive equipment that was purchased, and a room was designed around re-energizing yourself. So listen to RW. This is not some weird science. It's not showing up at some crazy person's house and sitting in their kitchen. This is a specifically designed area to rejuvenate your soul. I can't express enough to you that it's not something crazy RW is talking about. And you need to reach out, The Hostile Zone at bbstalkradio.com, The Hostile Zone at bbstalkradio.com, Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com, because if you are, you really want to experience this room. Did I help you with that a little bit?
You did. And I will personally say when I was talking about my back problems, and you know, I have a very hard time sleeping because it's hard for me to get comfortable. When I slept in that room while I was home on my vacation, it was probably some of the best sleep I've ever gotten. I mean, you just go into that room and you can just feel the energy that radiates from it. And it was absolutely insane.
I got to cut you off. I got an energy question for you.
Go for it.
People want to know what's up with this barbecue at that bar. But we need to schedule it.
The plan is that during the summer, because you know it's in Wisconsin, and right now, you know, I haven't really talked to my mom lately, but I'm assuming that snow's been coming because there's been, you know, a bunch of weather warnings and a bunch of stuff like that.
Some of the other radio stations need to know because they're going to do stuff. So that's why we have to get a good period to plan too for listeners. Do you have an idea of when? Can you lock that in?
I would say around June of this year.
All right. Can you lock in? Can you lock in like a couple days? Because we'll air the show live. And you know we got the other network that we're working on. I told you that'll rock music and DJ and iHeartRadio. We can get them out there. So that's why we need it. We need a date. I would make it like a weekend, and we can give it a name. We could actually coin a name for it and make it a yearly event.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I will talk to my mom at probably tomorrow, and I
Okay.
will let her, like, I will try and contact with her and figure out a day that would absolutely work, because June is a very like touchy subject, especially for the fact of, June was the month that my stepfather had a stroke. And
Oh.
kind of going off the, like, well, I mean, staying on the topic, but my stepfather, he even goes down in that E&E room, and like, even he says that he feels something. And
Do
for
they
the
cover
people,
all his medical, R-Dub?
what was that?
Do they cover all his medical?
Yes, all of his medical and everything is like totally taken care of.
Okay, because when your union membership, you can add 6 people to your insurance, and it could be your father as an additional person at no cost.
Yes, absolutely, and that will definitely be something that I take into consideration. I remember we were
Yeah, I
talking
mean, it's
about that
great
prior.
because it's an app on your phone or a phone number, but I mean, us younger people have an app. And I used it at 3 in the morning. I got a doctor instead of going to the emergency room.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they call in the script, you're done.
Yes,
No hospital visit.
Yeah.
And it's
that
free.
I didn't
yes,
know
and
that.
when you were telling me about all the benefits and stuff from that, that was my stepfather was actually the first person that came to my mind, because that could be truly beneficial, and especially with my grandparents and all of my family pretty much lives together in the one house, and like, they live out in the middle of nowhere, and
You also get
Mm-hmm.
insurance and home finance specialties too.
Not bad.
love to hear it.
Yeah. What else was I
Well,
going to say about that? It was something else I wanted to tell you about it, but there are some amazing, amazing things you can do. Oh, write down. You have a pen with you?
I do.
Write down Union Plus. And while you're sitting there, open that. That's the basic membership. That's the basic benefits. But our local, I have more benefits that I've negotiated. But that's the basic ones that everybody in the union gets. Credit card. You look it up. Union Plus.
I am looking it up right now.
So the audience should look it up too.
The audience should look it up. I have negotiated additional things, but those are guaranteed by the union right off the bat.
Well,
I mean,
then,
it's pretty good. Dental, eyes, all kinds of stuff.
well, I know that my family will truly be grateful for the opportunities that we are going to have in the future.
But we're going to do all that today. Union paperwork, everything's going to get done today.
Perfect.
All right. So Miss Bianca wanted to talk about some paranormal stuff.
Oh yeah, I mentioned to you about it last time.
Besides the freaky eyes that popped out on the
yeah,
yeah.
you've been crazy lately. Well, like I remember like all on our set actually, when we were turning off all our lights.
Yeah, the set is like
and
haunted,
then
bro.
all of a sudden, like a while, like the room was like pitch black, right? And then, what's weird is that there's this one light
Yeah,
that still keeps on.
even if you
it's
unplug
still
it,
lit.
dude, it doesn't turn
It
off.
does not turn off. It doesn't. And I was like,
And I left it overnight too.
"What?"
It did not turn off.
And it's weird. So I'm like,
And
What's
stuff gets
making
moved in
it?
here, and I'm like, nah, nothing's being moved in it. No one's moving anything.
yeah.
It's very weird, bro. The light, literally the light, the big lights, the big ones.
Yeah, it's
They,
so weird.
it's off and it stays on. So then I unplug it, it's still going. Something's weird.
Because I feel like sometimes, like, since that light is on, I really sometimes feel like somebody's like sitting right here.
Well, actually,
And then-
you know that I have a little experience with this. I've experienced.
It is
So I'm going to say
crazy.
something I know. Hey, R-Dub, have you ever been told that you have an older spirit that sticks around with you?
I mean, I've always been told that I have an old soul, but my mom did tell me a story one time of the old house that we used to live in. she was doing laundry, and she left me alone for like 5 minutes.
Let me
And
finish that for you. Ready? I let you know what I think I know?
absolutely.
This person follows you around, and he was dressed in like a 1920s or 1800s suit or something. Your mom saw him. Am I correct?
The guy that I'm referencing, he was actually dressed, or like it was like it was like a child spirit that was wearing overalls.
Wow.
There's a
And
guy too. There's a guy. Both positive experiences.
yeah, well, I mean, in this
Somebody's with
situation,
you all the time. Maybe it's the kid. You have somebody with you all the time. I sense it.
well, then, I actually, I can honestly attest to that because there's been some strange stuff going on around me lately. But the story that I was referencing to is that my mom was doing laundry down in our, or like, down in our laundry room, and she left me in there for like 5 minutes. And my mom always tells me this story about how there was, the spirit in her house was a child that was wearing overalls, and it was telling me that my mom was, like a bad person. And
Really?
so there's like the 2 year old me, and all of a sudden my mom comes back into the laundry room after leaving me alone, and the spirit was telling me how bad of a person my mom was. And I was and my mom came back into the room, and I was calling my mama. I was saying to my mom, "Oh, bad mama, bad mama." And I can, me, I love my mom 100%. She's truly an amazing person. There's not a lot of
And
people.
honestly,
Yeah,
and
I think
listen,
she's
folks,
awesome.
I can jump in. I had the great privilege and honor of taking you and your mother out to dinner at a very nice restaurant, and we had a lovely time. She's a lovely person.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So whenever my mom was telling me that story of like this spirit that was telling me that my mom was a bad person, I never truly understood, what exactly it was talking about. But I mean, my mom is a wonderful person. There's very few people in this world that would be in the situation that my mom is in with,
Right, like
my
with your stepdad that I talked about. The fact
absolutely.
that she's a hero for sticking by her man, that you can't express honor, and respect that much. Honestly,
Absolutely. My father needs 24-hour care. And, my mom has never had any doubts in her mind to whether or not he, like to take care of him. And she is my stepfather's primary caretaker.
are you
And,
able to take your stepfather out?
what was that?
Do you take your stepfather out?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have a van, and like whenever the weather's nice and they're actually able to take him out, they'll take him to like a beach. They actually just went on. Oh boy, I think it was my mom and my stepdad's like 13 or 14-year anniversary from being married, and they
Congrats.
took a trip.
Congratulations, 13 years, a milestone.
I may be wrong about the date, or like about the year, but no matter what, when it was my mom and my stepfather's anniversary for being married, they took the time and they drove him down to Texas from Wisconsin, and they
You
took
need an
about a week.
RV, man. Is that what you have, an RV?
So it's not an RV, but they have a van.
Because the show might get an RV.
Well, if the show gets an RV, that would be phenomenal.
Because Miss
But
Bianca's going to have some concerts too. So I was going to have you
That'd
come
be
with me to help
easier.
pick one out.
well, then I am definitely available for that.
Yeah, because we're going to need it. I mean, especially with the movie stuff we're doing, and we have to do outside filming and etc.
Well,
Yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
something
And like if we find an RV and we can make it, handicap accessible, I would love if we could take.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Because honestly, what I wanted to say, and I got my train of thought, is when I come out there for this party, you and I'd like to take your father out, and you know me, I'll get us some VIP something somewhere.
Ooh.
And she'll tell you, you've been you've been everywhere. You've done things that other people dream of. Name one thing that you did that most people wish they could do.
Well, we went to an inauguration in DC, so that's
And
a while
not just the
ago.
inauguration. Like we were out for sushi the night before Trump got sworn in, and I get up. If my phone rings, I see the number is area code 703, which is Northern Virginia, and they come back and tell me she's cleared to go because she had to get clearance, and tell them all the things you got to do, all the people.
Well, we saw a lot of
She drank with a Supreme Court justice.
And last minute too. Like I never owned a gown, so like I had to go to this place, like very close by, but it was kind of.
I called her in the middle. It was nighttime. I'm like, you need a gown. You're going to the White House tomorrow.
They're like, oh my God, where am I gonna get a gown at this time of night? So I'm like, and really this place like that was close by last minute. It was pretty gaudy,
right.
Like
you looked
seriously.
great. You looked great.
Well, because I got like the plainest. I almost gave up. Let
me see if I can pull the picture up for everybody could see.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
pulling the picture up.
And yeah, I happened to find a gown, and you know what? I didn't even have to tailor it or anything. So, continuing with the inauguration, we met a lot of celebrities, which was cool. A lot of political people. Definitely changed my mind about how people are around the political life and stuff. Like it's not what
you had no idea. You had no idea about me.
They're just regular people.
How many people came up to me?
A lot, to be honest.
Name people you were blown away by.
It was like random military people, like recognized.
High-end people.
Yes.
General
like
Mattis.
A lot, yes. General Mattis.
General Mike Flynn. Walked up to me. We have a conversation. She was like, "Who?" And who? She's like, "Who the hell are you?"
Yeah.
Trump says hi. I'm looking for the picture here. Don't worry, you'll get to go on trips like that, dude.
Well, I am definitely excited for it.
Yeah. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to put in, because hers was the last minute, I'm going to put in your information for clearance early. So this way,
have to show the.
I want to show your dress.
Fine. It
was a big deal. It was a big deal for you. You got to go and be there. It's a big deal.
It was years ago.
This has nothing to do with party affiliation. You went. It's your president of the United States. So, I mean, I would have went for any president, regardless of the invite. You know what I'm saying? I happen to be invited here. But I would have went for anybody because you know what? I support my country.
Absolutely. We would have went for everybody.
All right, ready? Tell me if you can see this. Is that
Bianca, you look absolutely fabulous.
Oh,
how awesome is that picture?
That is a great.
There he is, the man, baby,
moment.
the man.
I gotta say, it was a historical moment, and it just happened that it was for Trump, but like we would have gone for any president. It was just I just never say no to history, and it was really a great experience to be around such lovely people. And
we were in the bubble, R-Dub. We got
the exclusive bubble.
We went to every party. We went for tours at everything there was in DC, but I've been anyway. But
and it's unbelievable how much
she even got to play with the Dolphins in Baltimore privately
during the journey. Yes, it was fun, and everybody was really nice.
We can't say all the things on the radio here, RW, because I don't want to get people in trouble.
I love the arrangements in the inauguration party. It was really beautiful, like long stem.
Tell the story about
everywhere.
the roses. That's a funny one, and General Mathis won't be mad.
Imagine if he's listening. Well, I had the pleasure of meeting General Mathis and his lovely wife, and
not only we hung out with them.
Yeah. Not only that, they actually were seeing. I was admiring this big, beautiful, long stem
this
red rose.
This thing, bro, was like the biggest,
and
like,
it was made
thing
out
of
roses. So then,
she thinks I got balls. I don't give a crap. You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
What did I say? I said, "You want some of them roses? I'm just gonna walk up and grab a handful right out of the display." She's like, "They're gonna lock you up, Secret Service." And I did it with Mathis standing right there. Tell us the rest of the story. Yeah, finish it.
Okay. And then, like I was saying, it was a big globe made out of long stem red roses, and I asked him, I was like, "Wow, this is so beautiful and stuff." It was the end of the party.
I'm the true gentleman that I am.
Yes, it was the end of the party, and it happened to be General Mathis and his wife was passing by, and they did recognize Eric, and they happened to see Eric grabbing a couple of roses from that big globe, and I'm like, "What are you doing?
I ripped it out, bro. I ripped it. Like I pulled the curtain back. I ripped them roses right out of there.
Those roses? I'm gonna get you those roses.
Because they're gonna throw them out. You want roses from the White House? You get roses from the White House.
I was like, "No, you're not supposed to do that." I'm like, "Oh my God, I hope we don't get in trouble or get kicked out." You know what I mean, for just doing that. And he did it. And then all of a sudden, Mathis' wife went like this.
She punched him in the arm.
And she went, "Why don't you do things like that for me?"
And then General Mathis looks at me and he goes, "Gee, thanks."
Dude, he's making me look bad, dude. Well, he didn't say dude, but like in his way, he was saying like.
You got
and then
pictures
all of a
with
sudden,
him.
Like we had a nice conversation with them, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, I could take the picture for you if you want. It's a great shot." And I'm like, "You know what? All right." So
and then we went
did.
to the after party with those guys.
Yeah, and then I was like, "You know what? Let me do the same for you." So like, out there they had like almost the same picture as ours, almost with the background, and then we kind of started a little trend over there because after us, then there was more people trying to grab more roses from that, but
yeah,
I
thought I could find it. Cool. You know what's funny is that you've heard of General Mike Flynn, right?
Yes, I have.
He's pretty big, National Security Advisor. So we go into this party, and Fox News is there and stuff, and I'm talking to people, and she's like, "Man, she had no idea that I knew people and stuff." And all of a sudden, he walks over, right? And me and Mike, General Flynn or Mike, we were talking for 5 minutes, and she snapped a bunch of pictures. You could see us whispering in each other's ears.
Yeah, to be honest, like I wasn't so much into the politics at that moment, so I didn't recognize a lot of people.
She saw the crowd of people dying to come up, though.
Yeah, like they would look at you like, like when you see a face and you're like, "I know I've seen this face before," or like you look familiar, and then it's like you can't. It gets so like annoying that you'll be like, "Where have I seen you before?" You know what I mean?
On TV all the time.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, that's the face that they gave him. They're like, "Wait, I know you. I know you from somewhere."
And we talked for like a long time.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like next minute, I never hear what they're talking about because that's none of my business. But all of a sudden, they're like, oh my God, I'm like,
oh, because he's from Pennsylvania.
They're like, hey, like after they would like talk like old friends, and I'm like, wow.
He's from Pennsylvania. Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah. But she took a bunch of pictures. I'm trying to find here.
Met a lot of heroes.
We did, and then you were like, how does it, like all these people know me? I remember you were like, who are you? I'm like, just a person, man. People like me. I got trolls and bots, but you know what? I got 1,000 more people that like me for every troll and bot. You know. And you know what's sad, though? They charged Mike Flynn with a crime.
I know.
You know,
my heart was
which, you know what, is garbage. Because
like,
that's what they do when you're charismatic and you have power and people follow you and you have a voice and they see that you have the ability to affect change.
Well, it's like,
and you have that character, R-Dub. That's why I'm helping you, protect you, so you don't suffer things that I suffered.
It's like when you're not a puppet and you have the voice of reason of what's right and what's wrong. Some people don't like that. And
you know what? I will stand up for what I believe in. I will say what I believe. Listen, all right, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. I voted for Donald Trump. Bottom line, I gave him money and donated for him. Doesn't mean that I don't support the other side. I've met Hillary Clinton, and as a person, I like her. There you go. But I voted for Donald Trump. There you go. I call a spade a spade. I keep it real. I'm probably going to vote for him again. I'm a fan of DeSantis, a big fan of DeSantis. Somebody else might be coming into the race. I like them a lot. But my political views have absolutely nothing to do with this show. Has nothing to do with the folks out there that are listening and watching. That's not the case. I have my lawyer cap and my public administrator cap. And I follow those rules to a T. But I said that because I put my money where my mouth is. I'm not fake. There it is. Okay, go on. Yeah, where are we going? I'm trying to find this picture because it's great. But you'll get to meet some of these people, bro.
Well, for me, with the political things, I do listen to both sides, and my decision is when I'm at the voter's box, and you know, I'm very open-minded to everything, and I just want to vote for the people that are going to do the right job.
It's on your phone. Look for fun. You know what I think? You know what I think I do? You know what I do, Miss Bianca? I have not voted for a Democrat before. But I'm not a right winger. I'm not a zealot. I have gone in and wrote my name in many, many times for positions because I will not vote for the Democrat, but I won't vote for a Republican I don't believe in. I won't vote for someone that's going to be a slime ball, that's going to steal, that's not going to do their job. So I'll write my name in because I believe we have a right to exercise our votes. People died for that right. So I'm going to vote, but I'm just not going to vote for a Democrat. That's me. Unless it's somebody like whatever, and I'm not in that. That means I'm willing to do it. I just haven't met anybody. But there you go. That's my opinion. You know, that's. I think though, since you and I've been working together, you've learned a lot.
I have.
You really do. You're very knowledgeable.
Well, being in this industry and stuff, like we've met a lot of people, so of course I'm gonna have to know about.
But I mean, you're getting very good at stuff.
Yeah,
what does POTUS stand for? POTUS. Come on, you know it. POTUS.
I forgot already.
What is POTUS? R-Dub.
President of the United States.
The United States.
Oh.
Very nice. I'm very proud.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? Let's have some fun here. I'm going to show another picture. Can you see that?
Yep, I see that.
All right. That's taking the oath of office.
Well, make sure that bar underneath is not showing.
No. There's the oath of office. Look at this. Ready?
Yeah, you still.
And then putting my robe on for the first time. Putting my robe on. And then, boom. Your Honor. And, of course, you got to have your family in there, right? Got to have family. Your Honor.
Those are
cool.
some great photos.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I guess if I was if I was a fraud, there wouldn't be a picture of me up there getting sworn in.
Exactly.
I pull up on your phone the one while we're talking. Pull up the because you have the flame. So yeah, you know what is your take, R-Dub, on the supernatural, like a ghost and etc.? I sense you have a belief too.
I mean, I definitely have a belief. I've experienced it within myself, and I have seen and heard a bunch of other stories. And it's kind of like the whole alien situation where there's people who have seen and people who believe in aliens, and it's just like,
did I tell you about the call I got about aliens?
I don't believe you have.
You need to definitely write that down and ask me later.
I'm doing that as we speak.
Yeah, you'll be quite interested, but I don't want to put that out yet because it's too soon.
Right. But as I was saying, like, the world that we live in is too perfect in a sense. Like the oxygen and the pressure which our bodies are able to withstand is like to a T.
Yeah.
And it's honestly surreal, with how everything around us is made, and for there one to be a power above us, no matter what your religion is, there's something or someone out there who is able to control that. And as far as like aliens and paranormal goes, I mean, it's almost it's a very it's one of those conversations that you have to have within yourself, and you have to you have to see and you have to believe in the things that are going on around you and the things that other people have seen. And like, it's the world is too perfect in a sense to where it's very hard to really knock off the idea that there's not the possibility of there being any paranormal activity out there. I mean, I watched this one video where this dude was playing this one key on a piano, and whatever was in the house or the room that he was in, and ended up like knocking all the books off this shelf, and ended up just like completely shaking the room. So I personally
hold that thought while you're doing that. I want to show you something else. Who's that?
The picture's kind of blurry.
Something like that.
Like that.
Tim
Allen, bro.
Really?
That's in the Secret Service tent getting cleared to see the president.
Before you show a picture, let me see it first. Thank you.
That's insane.
Actually, I'm going to skip to. Yeah, but I got even better. That.
Yeah. Tap it again. Tap it again. Thank you.
Look at that.
Wow.
Got a better one, actually.
You have been through a lot, and you have
met. Look at that. Even Bianca. Yeah, I wasn't shitting you.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
I want to see if we got how close we were with President. It's funny.
Also a fan too of mine.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, he follows the show.
Really?
Yeah, you gonna show that?
No.
Yeah, we got some names that follow the show. Oh, you got that nice one with you and Tim Allen.
Oh yeah.
Look at this one. She got real buddy with Tim Allen.
Yep.
Oh,
Me
that
and Tim.
I love that.
Isn't that cute?
Well, in 25, January
He is
25,
such a great guy.
you'll be there again.
And
you'll come with us.
Such a gentleman. I mean, like, really, he goes out of his way, and I can't say anything bad about him. Like, he is amazing. He's a good guy, and I had fun talking with him and hanging out. Like, it was really good, and I was kind of like starstruck.
Who's that?
But
Who's
I kept
that,
it cool.
bro? Who's this?
I know the face, but I
Triple H, baby, Triple H. WWE.
That's insane.
And now I got an insane story for you. Ready?
Wait,
so
I want to show this one too.
Right, but let me tell the story. So as we're going in, you're walking the red carpet inside when you're invited. You're like a VIP, right? So we're in the red carpet, and they got the metal dividers with everybody else.
Right.
And Dog the Bounty Hunter is there. Oh yeah, she's all like all lovey-dovey with Triple H. But
that is
anyway,
insane.
so we're walking the red carpet. Obviously, Triple H and whatever, right? Everybody, other celebrities, etc. Dog the Bounty Hunter's there. Now I'm on the red carpet with her in my suit. We have a little entourage. Triple H comes over to say hello, and I see Dog, and I say hi to him, and he's a jerk to me. Believe it or not. So then, you know what was great? When we continued down the red carpet, our seats were 50 rows ahead of him. I went back and I said something with her. Bianca came with me, and I said, "Sucks to be you. I got good seats," and I walked away.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah, he was a jerk. He was a jerk. I literally was like, "Dog, yo, I love your show, man. Whatever." I was not an off-the-wall fan. I was on the red carpet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Cool about it. We weren't
so,
like,
I mean, I was not off the wall.
Oh my God, you were.
Yeah,
like,
I'm in my
normal,
tuxedo.
Like,
We're going to the front row for President Trump's VIP tickets. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like,
and we were like next to each other. Basically, we were like,
Triple
love
H.
your show.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I said, "Hey, man."
Like, hey.
And he dressed as Dog. Triple H threw a tie on, and he dressed like Trump. He had the tie. Dog came as Dog, which is fine. That's his character, right? That's good. And I just tried to have a basic conversation with him. You got to find that Flynn picture. And I was just so turned off by that. But then I did kind of give him an excuse, and I said to her, maybe, he's continuously, bothered.
Well, you can't judge a book by its cover, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it was like a stressful day.
And then we found out his wife had cancer too.
And then we're like, oh, that explains it. That he was having like little issues of losing his wife, and
we had a fabulous time.
My heart was broken when I was like, wow.
We'll be down there again in 25.
To be honest, like that, it's if that happened, that of the situation he was in and stuff, it was kind of good that he went to the inauguration, because it's something for him to get distracted by a little bit. But I can tell that he wasn't 100% like himself on that day. But
yeah, and I didn't know his wife had cancer or whatever.
My heart goes out to him and his family, and I still watch your show, so
okay,
do the right thing. That's all.
I want to show you.
I think that's another point. I mean, we're getting a little bit low on time here, but there's like a bunch of like actors and a bunch of other famous people out in the world today, and one guy that I truly look up to, and one actor that I
who's that?
I cannot think.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
You know, if there's one actor that I would truly love to meet is Keanu Reeves.
I love him.
I can arrange that.
I love him.
Because we're going to be for the awards coming up.
Guy, and he's been through so much.
And plus, with the new
Still
movie script, we're going to meet a lot of people.
And you know, I was actually one of my friends from back home. He's an older gentleman. He's a retired Marine. He was actually telling me a story about Keanu Reeves one time, about how he was out in Las Vegas with a bachelor party, and my buddy saw him at the ATM in front of him, and ended up talking to him for a little bit, and it was just like, hey, you know, like, I'm here with a bachelor party with some of my buddies, you know, like, you're more than welcome to join if you really want. And Keanu Reeves actually went to their bachelor party.
That is bad, bro. Badass. That's badass.
That is so cool.
Absolutely. And I mean, like my buddy constantly talks about how much he loves him, and how great of a person he is. I mean, you know, like, I love all the John Wick series, like, you know,
well,
like,
you ready for this? You ready for this to make
awesome.
your day happy?
I like all his roles.
I'm ready.
Oh my God.
When you're in the business, I have the email list of every celeb and phone numbers and emails.
Well, all I can say is that I hope to meet with Keanu Reeves someday. That would be.
I can give you. You can shoot an email, see if you get him on for an interview.
That would definitely be something that I'm interested in.
Yeah, my agent. I get all the other emails and people, so people can talk to each other. But like you said,
I admire.
What, him?
Katy Perry. You know why? Because in her documentary about her concert with the Candy concert, whatever, Candyland, when she was dressed like a Candy Girl.
California Girl.
She was in the middle. Huh? California Girl, yes. She was in the middle of a divorce.
All I got to say is Bianca Sea. Did that just change your mind up?
I know. She was in the middle of a divorce, Katy Perry. And she just found out. And she was like in the dressing room, about to go.
I saw that.
She
broke down.
And broke down
and
in her lowest moment. Yes, in her lowest moment. And she was like, they said, well, it's up to you if you want to cancel or move or go forward. And she thought so much about her fans. And she said, start the time. And when I saw her, like, with her heart broken, I felt so emotional that I was crying with her, you know? And then when she said start the time, and she's like going in, and like she got her outfit ready and stuff, and she's like before the stage, she's like breaking down and like leaning over and like having balls out crying.
I want to show that.
And I respect her so much, because after that she took a breath, and then she was like this, and she just smiled, and that's when they lifted her up on the stage, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I have so much respect for her. You know how much strength that was to do that? I respect her so much about it, and it made me change. I'm like, you know what would Katy Perry do at this moment? If you're in the lowest state, and just like no.
Why?
No. The lowest picture, and your lowest moment, and just snap and be professional like that. I was amazed.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Politics
I hate to cut you guys off,
you know?
But we are running very low on time.
Yes, and Miss Bianca has 2 songs.
I have one.
Well, you're gonna do a regular one, weren't you? You have nothing to do with the national anthem and the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you have 1 plus national anthem?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to grace us. Do you need me to play some music for you? No.
I'll just do it. I'll just wing it.
If you're going to play it there, I can put
acapella.
I can put my lapel over there and see if it does better.
Well, we could try.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
See how it goes.
All right.
Let me just this off Bluetooth. Got it prepared.
There you go. She's so excited about her new mic.
I know. We're trying different methods to make sure everything is successful in this part. Okay. All right, I'll just go ahead.
Let me get close so I can move it to the sound. Whatever it is.
See, I'm sorry again.
That's all right.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. When all the world is sleeping, I stayed up and think of you.
Can you hear the music going up?
And I wish on a
Yes.
star that somewhere you are thinking of me too. 'Cause I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and me. Wonder if you ever see me, and I wonder if you know I'm there. If you looked in my eyes, would you see what's inside? Would you even care? I just wanna hold you close, but so far all I have are dreams of you. So I wait for the day and the courage to say how much I love you. Yes, I do. I'll be dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and me. Ah, corazón, I can't stop dreaming of you. No puedes dejar de pensar en ti. Dreaming, como te necesito. Dreaming of you, mi amor, como te extraño. Late at night when all the world is sleeping, I stayed up and think of you. And I still can't believe that you came up to me and said, I love you. I love you too. Now I'm dreaming with you tonight till tomorrow, and for all of my life. And there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room. I'll be dreaming of you tonight, and I'll be holding you tight, dreaming with you tonight. Endlessly, and I'll be holding you tight, dreaming you tonight, endlessly.
We gotta merge it right into the national anthem because we're on a time crunch. But I told him there is no way I'm not letting you do the national anthem.
All
She's
right.
moving right in the national anthem now, Argo.
All right. This is to our country.
And
Bianca, I must say that was absolutely fantastic. I am always amazed and astonished with your voice.
Oh, thank you.
And you're going to be helping part of the production of getting that record off the thing.
Yes.
The reason I went to push the lateness on the show is because they never air the show at 9 p.m. prime time. It's always late. So Miss Bianca, and do your song.
All right. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land of the free
Wow.
and the home of the brave?
Wow. 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 Loving that mic. I mean, your voice is your voice, but the mic definitely allows it to be what it is.
Oh, thank
So
you.
on the time crunch, love yourself. Love yourself, people. Take a look in the mirror. Enjoy yourself. Love who you are, because there's only one of you. All right. Love your friends, your family. Pay attention to others. They have things that they're going through, just like you. And always love your country. Miss Bianca, you wrote the tunes to close us out.
All right. Use your voice, Cinotti hears you. Use your voice, let it be heard. Use your voice, Cinotti hears you. Use your voice. Use your voice, Cinotti heard you. Use your voice, let it be heard. Use your voice, Cinotti heard you. Use your voice.
That's right. Cinotti heard you. Be back tomorrow. What do you think?